Okay. Alright, so we are going to walk you through the concern that we're having in regards to the images. As you can see, this is the one image that does work, and the actual image that we're able to bring in that works is actually a bitmap, which when it comes up, so we have the bitmap image. This is what a JPEG or a PNG shows, in which I will walk you through the process of what we do pretty much to bring in the image, that somehow when we bring it into the controller it shows like this, unless we have it as a bitmap, which again shows like this. So basically what we're going to do is, I already have the files with the actual design gears. And you can see, so we have the design gear as a JPEG, we have the design gear as a PNG. So the design gear is 800 pixels by 800 pixels. And then with the PNG is 826 by 824. And we are going to take both of those, copy them, and we're going to go to the C drive. And I've already created a folder called Images, in which I have these two images in here, but we are going to paste, and actually I'm going to delete these ones. And for the design, sometimes you don't get the actual extension if it's a JPEG or not, so I'm going to put -J, and once it comes here, and -P. So now we have these two images into the actual C drive, so we can bring them in over here. So for this, let me close this. Should start fresh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the C drive now, and we're going to bring in those images. So now we have our images folder. We have the design-J and the design-P. We'll wait for them to come up. And in the meantime, while they're thinking about it, we're going to take this image, I'm going to right click, replace the image, and again I'm going to show you how the bitmap image works. Bitmap, and then I'm going to delete actually both of these. So we have that one. Where's the delete? There we go. Deleting, and we're going to delete this one just so we can start from fresh. And the bitmap, again, just to show you, shows up fine. So again, we're going to go to replace. We're going to go to the Sath image folder, and now I'm going to pull up, if it shows, hello. Where's it at? Okay, so let's try that again. The C drive. Images. Alright, so we have these two images. What we're going to do is we're going to bring them into the Sath image folder. They're being a little slow. Hold on 1 second. So I can show you over here that basically the image that does work fine, and the sizes as well. Images. The main gear. This image here shows up and transfers absolutely fine, and it's 1276 by 1289, and it's a JPEG. What we have yet to figure out is why this image imports with no problems as opposed to the other ones, which again here's a JPEG, exact same thing, it's smaller, 800 pixels by 800 pixels. Okay, so now hopefully this one is ready. And it's being special. Okay, so we're going to take these images once again they're ready. Which they're not ready. And again, going back to that main gear, there we go. Now we're going to bring these over. And they're going to copy. And again, we have a JPEG and a PNG. And as you can see over here, that image shows up fine. There's no color alteration or anything like that. And this is a JPEG. And again, it's approximately 1200 by 1200. And again, the one that we're importing is approximately 800 pixels by 800 pixels. So now we have the images in here. And here's the JPEG one back here, -J. So we're going to click on open. And again, this is the bitmap that's in here already. We're going to click on open. And now you get a complete distortion. There's no color or anything that comes through. And again, this is the JPEG, and it's approximately 800 pixels by 800 pixels. And then we're going to replace the image. We're going to try the PNG. Okay, I'm going to go to Sath. We're going to go to the ping. And now it comes through, but unfortunately, you can see that the image is still somewhat distorted. And this is a PNG. And again, we're going to go back to Sath, the image folder. We're going to pull up the bitmap item and open, and it shows up fine. So basically, what the conclusion that we came to through the work with Suport is that we have to take, say, the JPEG item, we have to right click, we have to edit, and going through edit, obviously it changes the color, in which you could see the red here as opposed to the red here. It's different. File, save as, and then we have the option of changing the extension to a BMP, the 24-bit, and that in turn saves the actual image as the bitmap that actually shows up. But just to show you, main gear, again, this is a JPEG. It shows up perfectly fine. And again, we're going to go back, Sath. We're going to find that JPEG, open, and it shows up distorted. Just to show you the color transfer as well. So we have this nice red, we have a blue, and we have a green. When you click on this, it brings you to this next gear that we're ideally trying to show, which is the inner gears. And it'll show the color distortion. So you have a darker red that is now showing. So again, if we go back, you can see it's not so much as a dark red. The bigger color differences is more so in the blue and the green, in which the blue and the green, it does the exact same thing in the Nimbus controller when it comes to a JPEG and a PNG. We actually have to have a bitmap. So you can see the big difference of the blue. It's almost like a sky blue, a lighter blue, as opposed to this. Not too much of a difference, but I think by far the green is pretty a big difference. And it's going to pull up anytime. There you go. So you have almost like a yellowy kind of green as opposed to just more of a flat green. And that's pretty much the challenges that we're having with regards to the importing of graphics.